Hey kids, it's time for another exciting episode of KWJUDAS.
Tribal loyalty music.
Wow, that was the great microphone gangster here on KWJUDAS. We have Darwin Mitchell, our esteemed guest here tonight.
Hello.
How are you doing there, son?
I'm doing good.
Hell yeah. I would hope so. We just got back from a nice invigorating fishing trip now, didn't we?
Yeah, I like that. I had fun.
As much as I try and get people to go with me, and as much as other people always say they want to go, this guy is probably the first, at least the first one this year, this season, to actually take me up and say, all right, let's go. And it was totally spur of the fucking moment. It was like today, I woke up and was like, I want to go fishing. And I got to do a show with this dude. And we've been talking about going fishing, so let's kill two birds with one stone. And luckily you were free and I was free, and we just went.
Yeah.
And we almost had a fucking wizard with us tonight, but fuck you and the wizard ass.
That was messed up.
Your fucking beardy, scroty ass. Anyway, at least we made it.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to like that McClellan Lake. What do you think of the place? It's beautiful, wasn't it?
Yes, it is.
Fucking very serene. And
Yes, it is.
for being a pretty public spot, we had the whole goddamn lake to ourselves on a Sunday evening.
Yeah.
It was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
It was fucking romantic.
Good sunset. Yeah. Yeah.
And I couldn't help but notice every time I looked over my shoulder. It seemed like you were looking at me. I don't know.
No.
No, just looking at the sunset. Okay, I
Yeah.
get it. So, when did you start making this kind of music?
Ever since I was on the streets, and it just started from there, and I just went online into the Provo library, and it just started looking at websites to go to, and I ran across audiotool.com, and it was for free, so that's just how I started.
No shit. You
Yeah.
made this from the fucking Provo library.
Yeah.
The free internet. Now, there's a guy who's hell-bent on making some music, guys.
Yeah.
Most anyone's excuse is just, I don't have access to the internet, or I don't know how to fucking, but this dude actually goes to the fucking Provo library.
That'd be awesome if it had mobile capability. That would be awesome if you could do it on your phone.
That's actually what I was going to ask, is if...
No, it doesn't have any mobile platforms on it. That would be awesome, though.
God damn, so everything we're hearing is all from Provo Library.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I actually got from Gunner, right?
Which one?
Gunner, the one that does the rap music.
Was he the dude in the Numbs, like forever? Yeah, Gunner.
I actually got Looperman from him because he was doing his rap.
How do you know him?
From when he was working at Island Style Tattoo.
Oh, cool. When it was down here in Provo, right?
Yeah, because I used to always hang out there all the time and draw my artwork and stuff like that. I used to chill around them, showing them my artwork, and I would chill with them when they would do tattoos on people, and I'd be just chilling with them and chatting with them. They'd let me hang out with them. They were cool.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago.
And all those guys, heck yeah, they were cool. They were awesome.
So do you know if Island Style is still around up in Salt Lake? I heard they moved, but this was still a long fucking time ago.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they kept the same name or what. But yeah, definitely took off from Provo probably like, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to stay around in Provo who's cool anymore. I'm stuck here in fucking Gumption, Utah. I'm like the only thing going on down here. If anyone wants to do a show, if you're passing through Gumption, fucking hit me up.
Yeah.
freeradioprovo@gmail.com. You want to do a show here on Free Radio Provo? Hit up old Arliss. He'll tell you where to go. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of which, why don't we play another song, Arliss?
Yes, sir.
All right, what
Sounds
you want
good to
here?
me.
I saw some shit about some metal shit you had. You still sent me a lot of tracks there.
Yeah. It's intermixed with metal too. So it's like my own style. So
this is Darwin Mitchell. We have here on KWJUDAS.
So heavy metal saved my life. You all saved my life. Thank you very much. My wife saved my life. These motherfuckers I play with saved my life. So thank you very much. Stay metal, keep metal forever. There's no us without you.
Loyalty music. Keeping it heavy metal. KWJUDAS. Free Radio Provo. That was some pretty sick shit there,
yeah, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed what you heard, because I do.
So, you said that started out with a sample from Max Cavalera?
Yes, it did.
So what was it, just like a live performance?
Yeah. It was the thing was at the end of the show.
Yeah, like about heavy metal saving his life. I think I might have seen that video, actually.
Yeah.
I know I've heard that shit somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, it's on YouTube.
Was that like their last show?
Probably, I think it was a couple years ago.
Soulfly is still playing, though, currently. Is that correct?
Yeah, their new album is Totem.
Word.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers have been at it for quite some time. I can actually,
that.
I feel old saying I can, like, remember when Soulfly started.
Yeah, the lead singer got a blessing from my tribe, the Navajo Nation tribe. He actually got a blessing from my tribe. That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
It's online. It shows pictures and everything.
Huh. So how do you go about getting something like that?
A blessing?
You just say, "Hey, I'm Max Cavalera."
No, I don't know. I don't know how it all began. I have no idea. Just, I guess, call it.
Because he's Brazilian, right?
Yeah, it's called Destiny, or whatever.
He's all about his tribe.
Yeah, tribe.
I don't know anything about him yet.
Yeah, I've seen them a few times up in Salt Lake City. Been to a couple of their shows. They're awesome.
Yeah, it would have been cool to catch those guys with
Yeah,
Nile.
their shows are crazy. Their shows get out of hand. Yeah.
But with Nile, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've seen them with Nile.
You were at that show.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, I do have some footage on my cell phone. It's not very good quality, but I do have some footage on my. You even got a Nile pic from there too.
From Carl motherfucking
Yeah,
motherfuck.
Carl Sanders.
Yeah, dude, I gave that guy a Simba.
Yeah.
Yep. I gave him
That's
a Simba.
awesome.
He got this look on his face. Because you know what a Simba is, right?
Yeah.
You just get something queasty on your thumb, and you run it across their forehead. Well, you know, ever so gently, like Rafiki style. And
Yeah.
Simba. And it was after the show, he was giving everybody high fives
Yeah.
and going across the stage, across the edge of the stage, and everybody's like touching his hands, and I just ever so gently, you know, grazed his forehead, and he stopped in mid high five and just kind of like looked off into the into the distance, and it's like he's all into that African, you know, like tribal stuff, and so I don't know how accurate any of the shit on Lion King is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could have just given him some sort of Mesopotamian fucking curse. And so I actually, the way that he took it was like, oh, fuck. It's, you know, like, it's a symbol. But I think that he somehow was able to have it lifted. He probably was cleansed like immediately after that fucking show. Or else Nile may have never made another fucking album.
Yeah.
And this is a long time ago, too. This is back when, like, in the club sound days.
Yeah.
You know, fuck, this would have been, like, I don't know, 2012, 13, maybe 14 at the latest.
Yeah.
Either way, I've never been so up close and personal with such a guitar god.
Yeah.
And he has my queast on his forehead.
Awesome.
It is. Let's have another song, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
That is probably my most awesome claim to fame, is I gave Carl Simba.
Carl Simba.
Fuck. I gave Carl Simba a fucking sander. Here on KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo. Thank you all for listening tonight.
Tribal loyalty music.
Tribal loyalty music here on KWJUDAS with Darwin Mitchell. Thank you all for joining us. So, I know that you go by Darwin with Mitchell, but as the music, is that the name of the project? Is tribal loyalty music, or is that just like the kind of music that you would call it?
No, it's a name of my music company, I guess you could say.
So it's not the name of like the artist putting the music out. That's still just under your name, Darwin Mitchell.
Yeah.
Right. So then, tribal loyalty music.
That's just the name I came up with.
It's more like the brand that you're putting on it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah.
One day, everyone will be like, "What kind of music do you play?" And they'll be like, I play tribal loyalty music, actually.
Yes.
By that one dude in the fucking Provo library. He started it clear back in the early 2000s.
Roaming the streets of Provo.
Of Provo. I don't know. For just like the behind the music story, we may want to change it to Salt Lake just so people think it's more interesting. I think the only like reputation Provo's got is that one Mormon movie. You know, the Provo Mormon movie.
Yeah.
But hey, who's to say that we can't fucking disprove that shit, right?
Yep.
Provo's come a long way, folks. I hear there's a medical marijuana dispensary down there.
Yeah.
And by gummit, I'm gonna get in there.
Yeah, me too.
Have you got your ticket yet?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in there, man. Like I say, I got this thing that tells you how to get a ticket. I don't have it offhand, but maybe by the end of the show, if I can find it, I'll share the information with you kids out there, because we know that that's what the kids want, is they want their fucking medical marijuana ticket.
Yes, sir.
And I think that we should give the kids what they fucking want, shouldn't we?
Some Cypress Hill and take that hit from the ball.
Yes, indeed. That is what the kids want. So,
The ball.
if that's what we want to do, then we're probably going to have to play another song real quick while we take a break. We don't do this. Free Radio Provo. It's break time, folks.
Tribal loyalty music.
KWJUDAS Free Radio Provo. Man, I really dug that last song, man. That was like some fucking Batcave rap.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anybody rap over any of these beats?
Yeah, a few people on the streets, but I've never seen them after that.
No recordings or anything?
No.
God damn. Yeah, we have to do something about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the shit for it right here, man. I mean, I bet we could get some MC Grundle,
Yeah.
Knob, doing some gargle rap over that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, anyone. Step up.
No, but for real, I bet we could put something together. And you've got some good beats. I'm listening to this stuff, and I'm just like, I'm getting some ideas. You know.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So, do you have any influences or anybody that you would say inspired what you're doing here?
A lot of old school rap, as you can tell.
Right.
Like Snoop Dogg or Nate Dogg or
Nate Dogg.
DMX, rest in peace.
I gotta say, Nate Dogg is actually one of my all-time favorite
rest in
vocals
peace to him too. Yeah, he's good.
of all time. He's one of my favorite male voices. I just love that dude's voice.
A lot of it's Twisted. And
Right.
Insane Clown Posse, like that stuff that I
Whoop
listen
whoop.
to. Yeah. Whoop whoop. Juggalos.
Wow.
So that's what inspires me on like the heavier side, like the darker side of the music. So.
Oh yeah.
I don't consider it dark. It's just music. You know, I have no preference, but it's something to call it or whatever.
I definitely think that it's okay for music to have its darker and brighter sides, and it's okay to embrace both the darker and brighter sides.
Yeah.
And, me personally, I tend to sway more towards the darker side of music, as you tend to as well.
Yeah.
But I love all sorts of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just listening to, of course, the classic Ethnosphere on the way home on KRCO.
Yeah.
And as anybody who might be a long-time friend or fan of this channel, you know how much I fucking love the ska. I fucking love the ska music. And, man, it's tough to find dark ska.
Yeah.
Dude, let's start a fucking band. Electronic dark ska.
Yeah.
Hey, you could probably make it with that program you're using. What's it called?
Audiotool.com.
Audiotool.com, kids.
Yeah.
That's how you make your
And
next
you can-
electronic ska, your dark ska band.
And the greatest thing is you don't have to pay for it. It's all for free. All you have to have is a Facebook profile and log on, and you can just do it for free every day.
Wait, you do this all through fucking Facebook?
Yeah. I log on with my account.
I sense a scheme going on. I don't know what the scheme is, but I sense it.
No, it's all
somewhere, somehow, someone's getting zucked.
No, it's all for free. So that's what I like about it.
Because you got like all those little Zuckerberg children, you know, working their little Zuckerberg tushies off to give you free fucking recording services.
Yeah. Yeah, people like it too. They listen to it on the streets and they're like, yeah, I like this music too. It's good.
Oh yeah. How do you show it to people on the streets?
I just let them listen to it on my earphones, or if they got like speakers, I hook my phone up to their speaker. They have Bluetooth.
You know how a lot of times live performances these days will have a DJ who just plugs in, sort of rocks out to his own music, and the motherfucker's probably getting paid big bucks to sit and do that.
Yeah.
If you're like trying to chill on the streets, doing some busking, why don't you just do the same damn thing? Plug your fucking phone into a speaker, stand there and just rock out to your own shit. Put out a fucking tip jar.
Yeah.
If anyone comes up like, hey, this is some cool stuff, be like, yeah, this is my shit.
Yeah.
I fucking wrote this.
Heck yeah.
I'm sure that there's probably better and easier ways to make money off of it, but if you know how to do it, you can make some money just playing on the streets.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody do it with that sort of an approach.
No.
But I did hear about something. I don't know how much truth there is to this, but my roommate was telling me about these people that were going around. I don't know if it was people or person faking like they were playing the electric violin out on the streets, and they were busking and doing pretty well at it.
Yeah.
But the whole time they were faking it, and they weren't playing a single fucking note.
Yeah.
Something to that effect. But isn't that some shit, Arliss?
Yeah.
You could just go out there and do that. Now, here's what'd be funny is if you just combine the two ideas, go out there on the street corner with a violin, play the music that you're playing now, and play air violin to it.
Yeah.
When there is clearly no fucking violin being played in the music that you're playing behind you. But still just act like you're playing your fucking soul out.
Yeah.
I bet you make a lot of money still. People be like, wow, look at that crazy bastard. What the fuck is he doing?
Doing a little dance.
Exactly. If you're dancing and you're putting on a show, people will still dig it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Wearing a clown suit.
So we got an idea to make money on the streets, and we got an idea for a band. We need to make some electronic death ska.
Yeah.
Dark ska.
Hey, we'll call it Bonehead.
Bonehead. Why bone? Dude, I guarantee that's been taken a million
Bonehead.
times. I bet there's a Bonehead
I
cover
got that.
band.
I got that from Ghost Rider.
There's a band called Bonehead and Ghost Rider?
No, it's when he wakes up. So good morning, Bonehead.
Right. Yeah, I remember that episode. That was about that little ghost thing on KBYU that could like only communicate to the kids through like the words in books and shit. You remember that shit? And he'd help them solve mysteries and stuff.
I have no idea.
No, nobody remembers Ghost Rider. Huh. Well, let's play another song. KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo. Thank you all so much for spending your evening with us tonight.
Yeah.
Tribal loyalty music.
Tribal loyalty music. Tribal loyalty music.
KWJUDAS, Free Radio Provo, Darwin, Mitchell, Tribal Loyalty.
Music. Music. Tribal loyalty music, everybody. And Darwin Mitchell here with you tonight.
Yeah, you take over. You got a great radio voice.
Thank you very much for listening to the music I've created. 7 years I've been at this, so.
You know, you kind of do sound a little bit like So Rob.
Yeah.
Now I'm listening to you. It's like, fuck, maybe I should give this guy my job. You only get paid in peanut shells, just so you know. I think So Rob probably makes more just volunteering at KRCL.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you get paid anything to volunteer. Usually you don't.
Peanut shells and Pepsi.
I want my... where's my fucking Pepsi? God damn it, I got ice water here.
Yeah.
Good ice water. Well, now that it's past 1 and we cannot get beer, I'm fucking pissed. Unless we drive clear up to Salt Lake. You want to go to Salt Lake tonight?
Yeah, why not? I'll go with you. I'll roll with you.
I don't know how serious I am about that. I shouldn't even be fucking drinking right now anyway. Alas, kicking that one is a pain in the ass. I'll tell you that much. So, we did talk about potential, if you had any interesting stories. See, this guy, he's just not only just crazy enough to make a whole electronic album or more in the fucking public library, but he's also been spending a lot of his time just living in the woods lately. It's summertime, so what better time? And what I think is there's a lot of interesting things about that, how especially how many people, you know, just us city slickers, always talking about how, oh, if shit ever hit the fan, you know, I fucking live in the fucking woods. Or just how many times I hear people saying, well, live in the woods is a fucking option.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, how long do you realistically think you'd make it, especially in these fucking woods? There's really not a whole lot to forage.
Yeah.
You know, not a whole lot of places to find food or water, drinkable water.
Yeah.
So, of course...
I'm in a pretty good spot though, because there's I think about 20 feet up, there's a water fountain that runs during the summertime. So I just walk up there and with the water bottle or Pepsi bottle and just fill my bottle up with water, and it's cold too. So that's pretty convenient.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And God, I love that little water spring.
Yeah.
It's perfectly placed too for when you're hiking. It's just about the time you kind of could use a little bit of fucking drink.
Yeah, I like going hiking up that canyon though. It's pretty good though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty weird stuff up there. Like
That's what I was gonna ask.
one night I was walking up and then I was looking up and I saw these really I'd say really they were really close, and there were lights. They were in a perfect row. They were like lined up in a perfect row, and they were floating.
Like in the sky or at
yeah,
eye level?
Yeah, I was looking up in the sky. I was looking upwards, and it was
Okay.
at nighttime, just about like 9, 10, 11, about 10 to 11 o'clock.
Right.
And I was looking up, and I saw a row of lights, and they were like really light blue, bright light blue lights, and they were all in a perfect formation. And I saw them go from one side of a cliff and go all the way to the other side. And then they didn't all disappear like over the ridge. They disappeared all before the ridge and just like disappeared into thin air.
Don't think it might have been like a drone or anything like that.
No, couldn't have been, because I was looking everywhere. I was like, yeah, because they just disappeared into thin air. I was like,
Without a sound?
yeah, they didn't have no sound or anything. I was just like, I wish I would have recorded on my phone, because I had my phone on me with me too, and that's where I saw it, just right there at the entrance of that canyon, right where you see all the rock climbers climbing on top of the rocks and stuff. And
Right.
it was at night, and that's what I saw. I just looked up there and just saw those lights. They're really bright, light blue lights, all in a perfect row. It went from one side of the ridge to the other side and disappeared into thin air. Like, I saw them, like, with my own eyes, like, each one of them just disappeared one by one.
Oh, they didn't disappear at once?
Like, every one of them just disappeared one by one into thin air to the last one. Like, they didn't disappear over the ridge, like how you see most lights just disappear over the ridge. They didn't do that. They
Right.
disappeared before the ridge.
Like right in the middle of the air.
Yeah.
Word.
So it couldn't have been anything. So I was looking everywhere for lights too. It's like, did somebody project it or what? Like,
Right.
and I saw it with my own eyes. Like, they went from one side of the ridge to the other side, and that's about it. Yeah. Yeah, I am pretty sensitive to spirits too around Provo. I had a lot of encounters with those too.
Like, how do you mean?
It's always when I'm by myself, when it's quiet. Like, I can hear them talk. They try to talk to me. Like I was walking, you know that road, that the new road they built down by the airport?
Yes.
Yeah, I was walking down there one late night. It was way late at night, probably like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I had my cell phone with me. And I was walking and my cell phone went dead on me. I was like, shit. And I had my water with me. And I was smoking weed. And I was walking right before you get to the freeway. And I turned around and I started walking past this field. And I heard clearly somebody say, "Hey, hey," like that, but in a really raspy voice. And I thought it was somebody that was homeless, because there's always homeless people back there sleeping.
Right.
And I was expecting somebody to like pop up in the bushes and
Ask you for a cigarette.
yeah, or weed, because I was smoking a bowl of weed
Right.
as I was walking. So it scared the shit out of me too at first. So I froze like almost instantly. I was like, what the fuck? So I just looked down there and I was like, I yelled too. I don't know why I yelled, but I probably scared it or something like that. But I did. I yelled really loud. What do you want? Who are you? And so, but nobody,
No response.
No response. Nobody popped up out of the bushes. Nothing. But I did. I heard it loud and clear because my phone was dead, so I couldn't listen. Because I always have earphones in my ear,
Right.
So it was like completely nobody was on the back roads, no cars, no nothing. It was just
Yeah, those are some
dead
pretty
quiet. And yeah,
fucking quiet roads
and
at night.
I clearly heard somebody say, "Hey, hey," and it came from down in the field area, right down, like probably not even like 5 feet down. And I heard it clearly, and it scared the shit out of me. I froze instantly in my footsteps, and I waited there. I kept like trying to communicate to it and stuff like that, and yeah, nothing. So,
Nothing more.
nope.
Hmm.
So
Is that like the most you feel you've been able to get from a entity like that?
no, it's not. No, I feel them grab me. I see them sometimes, but I don't. I just go after them. Sometimes they just go away and disappear. That's about it. So, like I saw one up Provo Canyon one night.
What did you see?
It was way late at night, about around midnight. I ran all the way up to Provo Canyon, and went to go get sage. The thing that Native Americans use to ward off like bad spirits and stuff.
Right.
So I ran all the way up there, and I went to the mouth of Provo Canyon, and I reached down to get some sage, and I broke off a branch of sage, and right when I broke it off, and I stood up, and I stood up, and I was facing towards the canyon wall, and I felt somebody standing right behind me. Like, you can get that feeling when you feel somebody standing behind you and watching you.
Uh-huh.
You can literally feel that. Like, I felt that, so I turned around, and I saw the silhouette of a person standing in a tree, and I know it was a person because I can tell what a person looks like. So I had the sage in my hand, and I had my earphones on really loud, so I just started walking towards it. So to see
You were walking towards it.
yeah,
Jesus.
to see if it was a real person or
If
not.
it would
And
move or if
yeah.
it would react to you.
Yeah, but yeah,
right?
it did. It moved. It started moving. And
Oh, fuck.
It started going up the canyon and up the canyon trail. So I just stayed on it. And I had my earphones on really loud, and I was like listening to heavy metal or something like that. So
Right.
that kind of gave me like a fucking attitude. So I just kept walking towards it. I didn't even care if it like hurt me or anything. So I saw it just like go over a bridge and disappear into the canyon, and it just disappeared because I saw it just go into the forest and disappear. I don't know. Could have been somebody that was like camping out there and just watching me or staring, but I felt them. But but if they weren't scared of me, they would have stayed there and like said, "Hey, what's up?" But,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah,
Kind of depending. Maybe they were scared of you.
yeah,
Who knows? I mean, if it was another actual person.
yeah.
Well, hell yeah, man. That's that's some pretty fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, I had like another one that I had. I was sleeping in my friend's living room, and he keeps it like there's no light can get in. Like it's pitch.
Kind of like this room.
Yeah, like it's pitch black. Like you can't see anything in front of you can't even see your hand in front of your face.
I would like this room.
But yeah,
I would appreciate it.
But yeah, it was the living room, and I was sleeping right by the closet, and I was sleeping on the floor, and I was out cold. Like it was way late at night, probably to like just around the witching hour after midnight and stuff. So I was laying there, and I had a hand that grabbed me really hard.
Damn.
I felt it too because I was laying there sleeping, and I felt it grab my left ankle. It was a really strong grip. It was a really strong, powerful grip, and I felt that. I immediately woke up out of a dead sleep, and yeah, it was a very tight grip, and as fast as it grabbed me, it let go. Like that's really fast, like in a split second. Like
yeah.
that's and I felt that hand grab. And as dark as it is, I felt that hand grab, and it woke me up instantly. Like seriously, I was just like, I just sat there in the dark, just staring into the darkness, waiting for it to grab me again. And yeah, dude, I was standing.
What else are you supposed to do? Get up out of bed?
I was cornered, so I couldn't go anywhere else. So I was just sitting there, just straight. My heart just beating out of my chest, and just like, Yeah, dude, I was just like ready. I was just ready to like tussle with it, but yeah, I just sat there for a couple of minutes, and yeah, like I saw a really weird, like kind of magical colors or some shit like that. It's really weird. I saw some, been seeing like really weird things too. Ever since been doing drugs and shit like that. So.
Hey, don't blame it on the drugs. I mean, come on. It depends on what kind of drugs you're doing and how long you've been doing them.
But yeah, I feel like it was somebody that was trying to get me and stuff like that. So yeah, but I felt that hand grab and it woke me up, and it didn't do anything after that, and I went to sleep, and yeah.
Oh, you got back to sleep after that?
Yeah, I went.
Jesus Christ, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, I just went straight back to sleep, and after that, I didn't do anything. So that's my couple times. And I hear a lot about the reservation too, about skinwalkers and stuff like that. So actually, skinwalkers used to be positive. They actually used to be spies.
How do you mean?
They used to let the tribe know. They used to dress up in animal skin and go spy on other people, like an enemy tribe.
Right.
And they'd listen to their conversation, like where they're going to attack. They'd get away their position. They'd ruin their plans. They give up their like what's going on. They let them know what's going on, so the tribe take off and be safe.
Makes sense.
So they come back to the tribe and they be like, "Hey, this is what they're doing, and this is what they're going to going down and shit." So
right.
let's get out of here.
So where did the stigma come from?
I have no idea. I don't even know how they like turned bad. I don't know how they got a negative image or anything like that. So, yeah, a lot of it's negative stuff like that. So, So I hear that if you run across like coyotes, and a lot of Navajos fear kind of coyotes, like the traditional Navajos. They're scared of coyotes.
As I have heard.
So if you run across a coyote, you either have to turn around and walk back the same way you came, or you have to say a prayer and keep walking. But that's the main two things you do if you have like a coyote run across your path. You have to, do that. Heard that one.
Well, it's been fun talking with you.
Yeah.
And fishing with you. And listening to
almost,
music.
Almost had one there at the beginning.
Oh, I know. I wanted to see what kind of fish that was, man.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one.
And it was fighting hard.
Yeah.
And, we had it just a couple feet away. I even had the net ready to snatch it. I didn't even have my pole ready to cast yet.
Yeah.
You already had one on. And, just judging by the color of that lure, I would guess probably like a brook trout or something.
Yeah.
Which would have been cool, but at least we got one little rainbow.
Yeah.
Did not want to live. Believe me, we tried. We tried giving him his life back.
Yes,
but
we did.
He was just like, no, fuck life. I hate it. I don't want to be here anymore. And we're just like, all right, little buddy. We're going to Kevorkian you out of here.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting out of here, we're going to wrap things up with another song or two.
Yeah.
I don't trust your God.
Tribal
Have a great
loyalty
On
music.
KWJUDAS. Hey, Christ! Have you lost your regular everyday life resurrecting spark?
Well, gee, Derpishly guy. As usual, you read me like a book. I just can't seem to raise the dead like I used to.
Well, Jesus, Derpin Christ, whatever do you mean?
It's not that I've lost my touch. It's actually quite the opposite. Watch what happens when I try to resurrect this dead prairie dog.
Gadzooks, you just zapped him into prairie dust. Nothing a little Derpinchly can't cure.
You really think you could help save me, Derpin guy?
Oh, what else is Derpin for? In fact, it just so happens that the boys upstairs have just redeveloped Derpinchly's patented carpet lube.
Carpet lube? How is that supposed to help?
Well, my reluctant redeemer, simply apply Derpinchly's carpet lube to any overwalked area that may build up extra celestial static electricity.
That's all I have to do? My dad's gonna be stoked about this.
Take that resurrecting zap right back down to normal with Derpinchly's new static electricity removing carpet lube.
Thanks, Derpin guy. You're a real savior.
Oh, don't mention it, my son. Just remember, if it saith not Derpin, it beeth not Derpinchly. Well, that was a word from our sponsor, Derpinchly, without whom this program would no longer exist. Thank you, Derpinchly.
You're very welcome.
Well, without further ado, why don't you let the kids at home know where to find your music online if they would like to look up more stuff. All right.
So that's audiotool.com/user/darkwind. Thank you very much. That's where you can find all the music I've created since 7 years. So thank you very much for listening. Hope you enjoyed the show tonight and hope you enjoyed the music. So this is Darwin Mitchell.
We'd like to thank you all for joining us on an exciting episode of KWJUDAS on Free Radio Provo. We now turn you back to our regular free scheduled programming.